I'm in Nottingham today at the Airen pop-up market. Celebration of local businesses in the area. Let's go and have a look what we can find. It's a gorgeous day, the last Saturday in March. Loads of people here. Let's head down here and get into the thick of it.
Ringing out is fine. Yeah, it's hot, so. Yay! Always feel like here. It's finally got through. No, I do. I mean, I've got like poets and things at home. I love flower fairies. Yeah. Not one of my friends.
I'm from Nottingham. No, where's your shop now? I'm online. I don't have a shop, so this is my thing.
What are you doing here today then at the Airen? Is it the Airen market or the Airen Duck?
It's the Airen market.
Airen market?
Yeah, but it's in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So we're here for 3 days. This is the second day. I'm local to Nottingham.
Okay.
I've actually just moved from a shop on Mapley Top.
Oh,
so we're
right.
back in Nottingham City Centre at this event.
Yeah, some good pubs up for the Mapley, isn't
Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's good for that. I live there, so I do know it's good for that.
So what have you got on sale today then?
So I've got baby and children's clothes and toys from
Okay.
teeny tiny babies up to about age 5.
Yeah.
Toys, books, clothes, swimwear, all of that sort of
Do you make some of this stuff then? Or?
So I don't make it,
Right.
but some of it is local makers,
Okay.
or it's all British brands, or sustainable, eco-friendly. That's the thing that sort of ties it all together.
And do you do similar markets then?
Yeah, we do a few different events in and around Nottingham and elsewhere. Actually, now we've moved out of that permanent unit in Mapley.
And you're online as well?
Online as well, yeah.
Go on then, what's your web address?
There you go.
Put that on the screen
So
right now.
it's brilliant. So that is Alf Co. So alfandco.co.uk.
alfandco.co.uk. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Good, like illustration stuff. Do you do like spinning as well?
Shop's cast back.
No, it's all hand.
Yeah, loads of workshops. We're doing We've got lino printing, we're doing stained glass. We're working on drop spindle and things as well.
Dan,
Hello.
Knit Nottingham.
Yes.
Clever name.
I know. We kind of locked ourselves in then. If we open anywhere else, it's Knit Brighton, and yeah, it works. And the logo is pretty swish as well.
Yeah, Nick Kershaw if you're into the
That could
if you go
work.
down the music route.
Yeah, definitely.
So Knit Nottingham.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Independent yarn shop in the centre of town, one of the only ones. Dying breed, unfortunately, but
Whereabouts are you in?
we're just up on next to John Lewis, 5 minutes away. Let me grab this piece of paper because I can never remember. We're on Trinity Walk.
Oh, I know it. Yeah.
So award-winning little yarn shop. We do pretty much everything. We're moving into natural wools and things now, and traceable yarns, crochet bits. We do workshops, all sorts.
You find that you've got a sort of walk-in customer, because a lot of people are working online now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think we've built ourselves a bit of a community as well, so you find that a lot more people, they'll come to the shop because they want to see the colours in person, and then from there they'll meet friends or they'll develop relationships with new people through the knit and natters we do and things like that.
Of course, you want to imagine if you're into knitting or any type of art, you want to have a feel, get hold of something tangible.
Yeah, it's difficult.
You can't do that on Amazon, can you?
No, it's difficult to know, and sometimes you'll go into an idea with some yarn that might not be suitable for what you want. There might be a pattern that you don't really know what kind of yarn you need or the meterage.
Yeah.
So we kind of pride ourselves on pop in, have a chat, we'll have a look at the pattern, we'll guide you in the right direction. We just love meeting new people. And
do you do workshops as well?
Yeah, we do loads of workshops. We're doing learn to knit, learn to crochet. We host other workshops as well, so we've got a lino printing, we've got glass making, stained glass making, all sorts of bits and bobs happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, I've noticed a few knitting circles, if you want to call them that, in Fox as well now.
Definitely, it's becoming a lot more of a norm. I think at one point it was definitely a your mama sort of hangout.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot more students and people like that, and I'm hoping this year we can develop that and work with mental health charities, Andy's Man Club, thing like that, and then start having it as an opportunity for people to open up and find a space that's safe and they can talk.
I'm sure we're on the socials.
Yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, dare I say it, so Knit Nottingham. Not dancing just yet, but I'm sure we'll end up doing it if it's a trend.
Well, you've got a good crowd down here anyway.
Yeah, it's been lovely to meet so many new people, and so many new people that didn't know there was a Nottingham yarn shop in the centre of town. People sort of think of John Lewis, which is not doing great. It seems to be getting smaller and smaller, but there's a thriving independent here as well. Doors are open Tuesday to Saturday, 10 till 5, so pop in, come and say hi.
One thing I've noticed, there are a lot of sort of crafty types of stalls down here. You've got your food and your drink, what you'd expect at a sort of market, but there's a big emphasis on making here at the Airen Festival in Nottingham 2025. Megan, you're here at the Airen market.
Yes.
What are you offering today? What are you doing?
So I run 2 small sustainable independent fashion brands. Both are based in Stenton Market Avenues, which is just about 80 minutes walk from here. Everything can be made to order, any color, size and length. I'm all about feel good fashion. I believe that everyone deserves to feel fabulous.
What are your 2 brands?
Get Crooked and Megan Crook Textiles.
And socials?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Get Crooked, and Megan Crook Textiles.
I imagine you can buy online.
Yes, you can buy online, and you can also visit our shop studio. We're open 5 days a week, and we have a shop front, changing room, a huge range of fabric options for you to choose from. Everything is customizable.
I don't detect a typical accent there.
No. I'm from the States originally. I moved here. I'm from Pennsylvania originally, but
Okay.
I moved here 21 years ago, so I
Right.
have a transatlantic twang.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
you still got it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yes, it's an old man, isn't he? Right, great.
This is a unusual one. Whiff Waff. Homemade or locally made dog collars and what look like bandanas for your dog. These are based in Sneinton. Yeah, I'm not actually seen anything like this before.
Show some love for Saffron Grey, everybody! I've been asked 2 times by 2 people in the audience if you've been signed. And you're going to encourage the audience for the participation. You've got to clap when you tell you to clap. You've got to move something. You and me from right here in Nottingham. Thank you for being a part of a Head Up Market 2025. Are you having a good time? Can I have a yeah, man?
We had a quarrel, and I let myself go. Now I'm here and crying.
What's sorry?
Too much life, I wasted too much time. Now I'm here and crying.
I was going to have a chat to the jam lady, but it's a bit noisy at the minute. A bit of noise pollution going on. Nice music, but it is rather loud. Thank you. Well, this outlet, the Sacred Ape spiced rum, based in Mapley. Well, if there's a free drink going, I can't resist that, can I? Blimey, that's got a kick to it. I'm off down the line tonight to watch verbal warning, so I better take it steady.
Can I try the blackberry?
Very tasty that was.
And the guys have just finished the topping.
Lots of food here as well as drink, rum, gin, and beer. Got Indian, Mexican, dirty chicken, whatever that is. I should know really. All sorts of food. I do like the smell, or the aroma, should I say, of a decent coffee, which you certainly get here at Blackbird Coffee, at their mobile bar, which has been going since 2018 apparently.
Have a quick tidy up. I've been non-stop.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get back in a short while and talk to a few traders. It's quite noisy around the central bit of the Old Market Square, so let's have a wander around here and see what we can find. Wild beaver pie, one of the many delights from Brockleby's pies from Melton Mowbray. If you want to know what's happening re markets in the East Midlands, have a look at Brockleby's, if I can say it right. Have a look at their website. It's really intense, a lot of information on there. Airen, you was just telling me about an award.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is it Brockleby's?
Yeah, Brockleby pies. Yeah. We've been trading 20 years. We've won many awards, over 18 different awards.
Yeah.
Including the National Pie Award, which was the Moo and Blue, so beef steak and ale with Stilton.
Okay.
We have our own beef farm, so most of the beef comes from our own farm. Everything's sourced within sort of Melton Mowbray, or the surrounding villages.
Which is in East Midlands.
Correct, yeah. Nottinghamshire border, Leicestershire.
Yeah.
All freshly made. No preservatives in the pie, so they're all fresh, ready to bake.
Yeah.
And you can pop them straight in the oven or bake them frozen. Yeah. But very superb pie, very different to a supermarket pie.
Yeah, ain't it busy today?
Very busy, yeah.
Lovely,
I mean, we do this market, this is a one-off, but we do markets within Nottinghamshire all over.
Yeah, I've seen
and we generally sell out by lunch.
And you do the country shows?
Country
shows,
shows,
don't you?
Agricultural shows, local markets. You can also buy directly from us online. We do free delivery. We stock to butchers and farm shops all over the country, so you can buy from our wholesalers as well. So on display today we have a whole range of meat pies and savoury. We have a kiwi pie, which is a minced beef and cheddar. We've got a layer of cheddar on top, so when you bake it that melts into the pie, which is a very nice pie. So the beef comes from our own farm. The kiwi pie originates from New Zealand, so their go-to pie is minced beef and cheddar.
Right.
So we had New Zealand students who worked for us for quite some time, and they kept banging on about this, you got to make this kiwi pie. So in their kind of memory, we made the kiwi pie. So anyone from New Zealand or Australia, as soon as they see the kiwi pie, they're pretty much on it.
That's an interesting combination.
Minced beef and cheddar, So our go-tos maybe a Cornish pasty in the UK. Theirs is minced beef and cheddar.
Okay.
So they pretty much have it on everything. So you've got chicken cranberry and stuffing, chicken and leek, penguin pie, which is smoked haddock, cheese and potato.
Yeah.
So all the
You put them on
pies.
the side plate.
Yeah, yeah.
I was never any good at comedy.
Nor was I. They've all got catchphrase names.
Yeah.
The wild beaver pie is a classic steak and ale.
Yeah.
So we have a whole range. The markets, we generally bring maybe 8 to 9 flavours to the market. Online we do have a bigger range.
Yeah.
As I say, they're all fresh, no preservatives.
And your website and all your social links are down below, and possibly on the screen right now.
I love you guys.
I'm blinded.
Yeah.
They will like a photo. Do you want a photo? One. Get your set in.
Hey up, hey up,
Just got out of bed then, have you?
We just got out the bathtub. Just got out of the bath. Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Da 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 da.
On Saturday afternoon.
Afternoon already.
You all look very dapper anyway.
Why, thank you very much. Likewise.
Lady wants a photo. Come on in. Come on in. Here we go.
There we go. They've just got out of bed. I wish I looked as glamorous when I've just woken up. But I don't think I'd be down the market square in my dressing gown.
See you later.
So, on a serious note then, are you part of the theatre group?
We are part of a company called Fancy Entertainment.
Okay.
And we're here part of a collective. So we've got the Bubble Babes causing chaos, ducking. We've got the butcher and the baker. They're on their tandem.
But
not the candlestick maker.
We haven't got a candlestick. There is a candlestick maker over here somewhere though. She's round the back, so go and say hello. And then we've got the Hooker Duck over up at the top.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So they're all part of Fancy Entertainment, and we're having a little
nice turnout.
It's beautiful, the sun is shining.
Could not have asked for any better.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been the same without us.
It wouldn't.
Oh, and I'm forgetting as well, we've got the hula hooper. She's phenomenal. I don't know if you've caught her yet.
No.
Go and have a look. She's all sparkly.
Yeah, I'm sure
and
she's
she can
around somewhere.
Hey,
Anyway,
he's quick. He's quick.
You've got a fan here. Louise, the gem lady, is it what it is? What it says it is on the jar?
It is what it says on the jar, and it's 33% less sugar than
And you're local?
Yeah, I'm in Sorley, Long Eaton.
Right, okay. No, the White Liners, a really nice pub.
Yeah, I've only just bought the place, so yeah, I'm near the railway.
Oh yeah, the Airen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do chutneys and marmalades
And jams and curds and jellies.
Jellies? What's a jelly? Is that like a preserve or is that?
It is, it's just like the liquid from the fruit basically.
Oh right, okay.
And it sets like a jelly.
Any a good turnout today?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, really good turnout. Yeah, it's been a good, nice market, good atmosphere.
It seems to be thawing out a bit now with people, to use a winter weather analogy. If you don't know, Nottingham Forest are playing Brighton today at Brighton, but because of that I suspect a lot of, or some of the people that might be down here are probably in a pub somewhere watching that game.
Come over and see everyone.
And another winner. Well, you can't not have a Hook a Duck stall in Nottingham, can you? For those that don't know, "A up me duck" is a local saying, so Hook a Duck seems rather appropriate. Right, let's continue. I think I'm coming to the end of the main bit of it now. The main bit of the A Up Market 2025. Let's just have a quick scan down here at the side of the council house or the town hall. Then I think I'm going to go and grab something to eat. I rather fancy a hot chili pizza slice, which I spotted earlier. Snail and Rabbit, based at Lady Bay. I've spoke to them a few times, seen them at a few of the festivals. I think the Green Festival, they're usually there. That's held in the Arboretum. I think within the next month or so. That's what I'm heading for next. The Hasty Tasty Pizza outlet. I'm going to have a bit of pizza with hopefully loads of chili on it. Ah, the joyous sounds of a brass band. Makes a change from the music that was on earlier, although there was nothing wrong with that.
Like some music thing on.
Amanda, so what have you got going on here then?
Well, it's in Nottingham, Ape Market, fabulous day. I am a candle maker.
Oh right, okay.
A hobby has turned into a passion.
Right. So there's a lot of, I mean, candles are pretty popular now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So I started off with 5 fragrances and now make 16 fragrances.
Right.
In a range of jars, tins, diffusers, wax melts. And I'm proud to say that I'm stocked in about 20 retail outlets now.
Oh, that's nice. What, around here or
yeah,
all
all
over?
within Nottinghamshire, mainly garden centres and farm shops.
Go on then, give us a few names.
So, Reg Taylor's Garden Centre,
Okay.
Max's Farm Shop,
Right.
Spring Lane Farm Shop,
Oh, yeah.
Millside Equestrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm lucky that small independents, I think retail outlets are now more supportive of.
Yeah, do you do a lot of these sorts of fairs?
Love
festivals?
it, yes, love it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mark Eaton one in Derby, you know, Derby, Mark Eaton Four, that's a good one.
Oh, right. Well, I'd love to
have
be
a look at.
invited to stand that one day, but yeah.
It's a really big
Yeah,
one.
Nottingham Castle, West Bridgeford,
Yeah.
it's in Nottingham.
Are you online as well then? I'm
Yes,
guessing?
yes, I have a website, Instagram, Facebook page. My website is Caythorpe Candles.
Caythorpe Candles.
Yeah, .co.uk.
Okay.
And I'd love it if anybody wants to follow me on Instagram.
What about, oh, you're on Instagram?
Yes.
Well, that'll be on the screen right now.
Okay, that's lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so, Amanda, what is a candle? Just,
So this is one of my candles.
Yeah.
You would think that that's just wax and a wick.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
But when I started learning how to make candles, I had a decision whether I was going to use paraffin wax, which is derived from petroleum, or soy wax. So I
Right.
went down the route of soy wax because it's a soybean and it's very natural.
Oh, vegan friendly. if you
Yes,
like.
vegan friendly, but then it's all about temperatures. How you trap the fragrance within the wax, centre the wick,
Yeah.
and you have to have the appropriate wick for the wax and the candle,
Yeah, you don't want
so it burns
burn out too
correctly.
quickly.
No tunnelling.
No.
You don't want a candle to tunnel down the middle,
Oh, no,
which
I
I'm
noticed
sure a lot
that.
of your candle
Yeah,
viewers
yeah,
will notice. The secret to a candle burning correctly is if you measure the diameter of the jar. If that's 2.5 inches, I would highly recommend you burn that 2.5 hours every time you burn it.
Right.
You will not get tunnelling then, you will get a better fragrance throw from it, and from that you will get 35 hours burn.
So you mix the actual fragrance in
Yes.
the wax when it's melted
Yes,
before you pour it?
yes. I'm not going to give you my temperatures though. That's trade secret.
Is it?
Yeah. But yeah, it is all about temperatures and the bonding of the fragrance oil into the candle. So it's throughout the whole of the wax, so you get the smell throughout the whole of the burn.
I wouldn't have known that. Every day is a
Very
school day.
interesting,
isn't
yeah.
it?
It's fascinating.
It's for me, I'm a part-time teacher, so there we go.
Well, a hobby has turned into a passion. Absolutely
Brilliant.
love it.
Celebrating music from around the world.
Mark, a load of ceramics here. What's all that about?
Yeah, so we started making off ceramics. We both got an engineering background in it, so we sort of over furlough, we sort of wanted a hobby of a making or a creative output, that kind of way. And we saw online some people making ceramics in a new way that we hadn't seen before. They were using sort of CAD design, 3D printing, computer imaging to make ceramics. So that was our background. We wanted to have a go, see how hard it was.
So you like sort of cutting clay out on a type of CNC machine?
Not exactly. No. Bear with me 1 minute.
I'm interested because I did an A-level in.
Oh right, okay. So that's a resin 3D print.
Right.
And this is a shape that we designed on the computer. So using CAD, using lines, making a sweep round. We designed that on the computer. 3D printed this as a shape.
Is that a wet clay when it's cutting it out?
No, this is a resin. This is a resin print.
Oh right. Okay.
This is a resin printer. It sort of lays on beds and you sort of UV curing layers of resin. So we made that. We made a plaster mold from this shape, a traditional slip class plaster mold.
Yeah.
So it parts down the lines and a plaster mold that comes in parts.
Yeah.
From that mold, from that plaster mold that we have, you pour liquid clay into it. Let it set 30-40 minutes, the water gets absorbed into the plaster, and then the next day you can physically take that shape out of the mould. So slip casting is a traditional technique for hundreds of years. We're just sort of using modern technologies to make moulds in a way that not many people do. So once you do using the CAD, you can make square things, you can make hex twistings, you can make modular moulds all fit together to give you different combinations to make different shapes. And you can just use that output to make a thing that you can't make by throwing on a wheel.
And then do you sort of biscuit fire it and fire it?
Yeah. Then you just make it normal. So we do a bisque firing, and then we hand paint all these colourful glazes onto them. Then take it through another firing, high fire that clay, 1200 degrees, and you're left off with a normal ceramics like you would from any other process. They're all dishwasher microwave safe as well. So it just means you can a normal ceramic, but we're just using it, making it in a slightly different way that not many other people are doing.
I've never thought of that.
No, it's not something that we'd thought of until we saw, like, there are a couple of people in America leading the way, doing really bright, bold things. There aren't many in the UK doing it that way, so we're kind of figuring out, learning the best process, learning what works, learning what doesn't, and that's kind of the enjoyment for us as well. It's just making things that no one else is doing, learning things, and being able to present things to the public that they won't see anywhere else.
It's experimental.
And that's the nice compliments you get.
Make a glaze.
Until
you've actually
that's half the thing. It goes into the kiln, you have no idea what you're going to get. Could be a complete disaster, could be amazing. That's the thrill you get every time opening your kiln and having a look. So it's that kind of creative output, but also our engineering CAD approach to it, rather than sort of some of the other people that you'll see. So it's that kind of interest that we had.
And obviously you do festivals and markets.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have an online shop, we do 1 or 2 sales on it, but it's getting out, meeting people, getting feedback and things, the real interest and the real thrill of making these things. You want to see people's reactions, you want to be able to explain to them why things are different ways, why shapes are the way they are, why you've done things those ways. And you can only do that by meeting in person. And that's so much nicer than online or like someone buying something, because they never really know what they're getting, they haven't felt the weight, they haven't felt the texture.
Something that's tangible.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than looking at something on Amazon.
And it's nice here, they've seen everything, like nearly all our online orders are people who have seen our stuff and they just wanted a different shape, different glaze that we didn't have at the time. So we can just do those for you. So 90% of people who buy stuff have seen our stuff and know what they're getting, and that makes a real difference, like doing shops and sales, things like that.
And how do we find you online?
You can find us online, Pitcairn Ceramics. You can find our Instagram, find our website, Facebook, all our social medias are on there, and email address as well, so anything like that you can find us quite easily on there. So that's a filament 3D print, and we made a plaster mould from that by putting plaster on one side and the other to make a mould from that shape, and then from the mould we make that. You see how much smaller that is? That's just the clay shrinkage. So it comes out the mould that size, and then you put it on the shelf, you've got to let it dry, you bisque fire it, you glaze fire it, and every time you do a process to it, it gets a little bit smaller and smaller.
Well, it depends on the, I suppose, the grog or whatever.
You can get different clays, shrink different amounts, but so you know, you always say it's like 10-12%, and it's not always uniform. If you cast it a little bit thicker, it shrinks a little bit more. So trying to get things on bottle tops to fit, lids to fit, volumes to be exact, it's always a little bit of a science. So always trying and not always succeeding, but again, you always got to work around the procedures and making things like that. So yeah, we found that interesting. So that's the physical 3D print that we made this time.
Right.
And we put it on a bench, siliconed over it, turned it over. Then when you pop this out the silicon, you've got a well that you can pour plaster into. So once you pour plaster into it, you can make a plaster half. Vic, can you find me her bottle?
Oh right.
So that's a physical plaster, So from the mould from this, we make our little herb bottle.
Like Blue Peter, this isn't it?
Yeah.
The one I prepared earlier.
Yeah, so that little herb bottle, Came out of there like that.
Yeah.
And then again, you can see how much smaller it is. That's the shrinkage on it. How it clay dries, how things like that. And then the thicker you cast it, the thicker the neck is. So they've all got corks in because all the necks vary slightly.
Yeah.
Depending on how thick they are, how much they've let it dry, and that depends on the clay solution you're putting in at the start. There's a lot of chemistry to get that clay solution going in just right. Because clay naturally wants to drop out of suspension, so you need to put different deflocculants in, get your chemistry right to get the solution right that you're pouring into the moulds. That's also like a science engineering bit that kind of appealed to us, that chemistry learning bits on there.
And you're based in Newark?
Based in Newark-on-Trent, yes.
So how long have you been playing with clay?
Again, it was a lockdown furlough thing. So I used to work for a commercial mould maker, designing large mouldings, large sailing boats, oil tanks, things like that. As large moulders, so I used to work with customers to tell them what they could and couldn't have from a mould. And then my partner wanted to get into making ceramics or physically making something. We both did office jobs, and you miss physically seeing the representation of what you're making. You know, we do a lot of design work on computers, but then they go to someone else.
No, you applied all those.
Something on the kitchen table. Yeah, so now we just wanted to physically make something, see a process through from start to finish, learn all the steps, and learn what differences you're making in it. And that's what really appealed to us, sort of making that kind of thing like that.
How interesting was that? Every day is a school day, as they say. Sanjay, what do you do here then?
I design and digitally craft interior planters, tabletop lamps, all from a recycled, from plant-based material called PLA, polylactic acid. Everything's all designed and made at home.
Have you actually got one solid lump of plastic? So how would this?
No. So this is got copper in the bottom. We've got then into a matte finish. There's no gluing involved in between the two layers.
Originally, would that be one solid round bit of plastic?
Yeah. Into one roll, like a thread to a sewing machine.
Oh right.
So it comes as a roll, a thread to a sewing machine, and then it's
quite pliable then if it wasn't on a base.
So the paste is also printed.
Oh right.
So everything from top to bottom is all made in one single run, with no glue or additives made into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even same with the tabletop lamps as well. They're from the same material, so you'll get that a little nice effect in there.
And what's the maximum size that you?
Maximum size I can do is 36 centimetre cubes.
Okay,
so quite substantial.
It's
quite substantial. Yeah, so I do floor planters. They're not with me today. I've only got the extra large sizes, but I do large floor planters as well.
And how long have you been?
I've been doing it for a year and a half now.
Why did you start this off?
I started off trying to find something else how I can make a bowl planter, and then I came across 3D printing, which is a modern method of manufacturing. Creates less waste, and it allows me to push the boundaries of technology of how to actually make things out.
You must have socials and
website. That's right. Yeah, so botanicalInteriorDesign.com is the website. On Instagram it's botanical.interiordesign, and you can follow us the journey on Instagram.
So everything has a moving part. So it's all.
I felt like the vision. I felt wet.
Even though I wasn't there, I was a bit like, oh,
Yeah.
I just remember all the
Sorry, yes, thank you so much. You want a bag?
Alan, this looks interesting stuff. Embroidery.
It's all freehand embroidery, so it's on a normal sewing machine, but all controlled by my hands.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for about 10 years now, but full-time 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it a nice event?
Yeah, such a lovely event. It's so busy.
And what do you do? Obviously you've got hats, t-shirts, that sort of. Are they all based originally from photographs?
Yeah, so people send me photos of their pets and I turn them into embroidery.
You do many festivals, markets like
Yeah, loads of markets all year round. Christmas is my busiest point.
Yeah. And online?
Yeah, so all the business is like online, so you just send me photos online and I embroider them.
What are your socials?
Stitched by Alan.
Stitched by Alan?
Yeah, on everything.
Odworks Interiors from Hucknall. How good is this? Look at all these. It really is bright now. Hopefully that's giving you a little bit of a flavour of the Ape Market 2025 in Nottingham. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Tell your friends about it, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.
Of course, every time. What we doing now is one more. That's what I do. I don't want to switch to some try and level up this thing.